What you're going to see in this video is going to be extremely cringy, extremely distasteful, and you could probably pick any number of other words to fill in the blank with. However, before we get into it in full, let me make a few disclaimers. This mobile game, Eternal Sword, I am not accusing them of anything in this video because I don't have solid evidence that they actually made this ad. Did they make this ad? Most likely. I can't imagine someone would fabricate this and pin it on some random mobile game that apparently just launched about a month or two ago. That seems extremely unlikely. Most likely it is their ad. I just don't have confirmation that it is. I spent about 30 minutes looking up videos on an alt account for Eternal Sword, trying to get YouTube to play this ad for me as a pre-roll, and unfortunately I never got it. I don't know if the ad was ever made. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they never made this ad. Maybe someone just put this together. Seems very unlikely, though. Fact is, I just can't factually say that they are responsible for this when I haven't actually confirmed it 100% on my end. So let's get that out of the way. Also, if you enjoy this game, if you play this game, if anyone in my community plays this game and enjoys it, by all means, enjoy the game. I'm going to be criticizing the company and the business decisions in this video, specifically for this advertisement, this alleged advertisement. I don't want to sound like I'm telling you to not support something or support something. I don't think I've ever really definitively said that for any video I've made. At the end of the day, I'm just presenting my opinion on things, and, you know, people will do what they will. So with all those disclaimers said, let's take a look at the news. From Reddit, 5,400 upvotes. The title of this post: a mobile game company stole videos of people reacting out of context, including Ambi-Pass, to promote their terrible game. How desperate could you be to resort to doing scummy things like this? That is not me making that statement. That is the title, again, disclaiming that. You know, I just worry that I'm going to get some sort of retaliation from this company. Let's just take a look at this before we play the clip. I mean, this is just some more background stuff. You'll see why I'm a little nervous here. So the game Eternal Sword is apparently from this Neocraft Studios company. Here's what they say. Headed by the Blizzard China founder. They don't even say the name. This is very suspicious. This whole thing's weird. I mean, generally, when you say that you have your company's headed by someone who had a prominent position at a company, you're going to say their name. The name's going to have weight. So they just claim that it's headed by the Blizzard China founder and the head of World of Warcraft in China. The initial idea of the founder is to create and publish games, which is truly joyful and fun. Developers are from Apple, Ubisoft, Blizzard, Tencent, NetEase, and well-known game companies working together to develop products that can convey our unique game design. I mean, maybe this is all true. Maybe this is all true. And maybe someone fabricated the ad that we're about to take a look at. Again, I apologize to keep pushing that out. I'm legitimately nervous. This company might retaliate against me. I mean, which is crazy, because the point of this video and the point of the claims that people are leveling against this company is that they've taken other creators' reaction work and are using that to promote their game. Very scummy stuff, if that's really what they did. Taking reactions that people had on videos that were, reactions to something else, and they just take the reactor's face and then put it over the video of their gameplay, of their ad, and they run that as an ad. Very deceitful, and all kinds of copyright laws could be broken with that if they really did this. You understand, this is a very serious thing, so I'm a little nervous, but let's just finish reading this and we'll take a look at the ad. Here we go. In post-production, I cut that part. It was like a minute of reading stuff that's really just fluff in my opinion, so we don't need to go over that. Let's just get to the ad. I've put this off long enough. Here we go, guys. Enjoy. Oh my God. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to pause it and comment on this. As fair use as it gets. As fair use as it gets, which is weird, again, because this is not fair use. Like, if they actually did this, and I'm sorry to keep repeating myself, it might be annoying to some people. I just got to be extra safe, man. The last thing I need is to get some sort of copyright strike from this company in China. Oh my gosh, what a mess that would be. So they apparently have their game footage right here. You can see it. This is apparently the gameplay. And they take reactions from other reactors. I have the original video that this dude's from, this Neps, the guy. We'll take a look at that. I'll show you the original context. It's not for this. And they even have, like, Etika right there. And this is such a terrible... I feel legitimately bad just even bringing Etika's name into this news, to be honest. Rest in peace, Etika. It's something... I don't even want to be bringing him into this, to be honest. But, I mean, they even just rip him and put him in there, man. And all these other creators, I don't know who these other creators are. I only know the dude in the white shirt because the comments had mentioned him. So I don't even know, man. This is terrible. I'm not even gonna play the whole ad because this is fair use, but just to make it the easiest victory in court if it came to that, and you're talking about court overseas. I mean, that's complicated, expensive, annoying stuff. I'm not even going to play the full ad, though. You get the idea. This is how it goes. They have these reactors reacting to this clip. It goes on for another 10 seconds. I did not even play half of this ad. Allegedly, this company did this. But you get the idea. For all I know, as unlikely as it is, for all I know, someone edited this together and blamed it on this company, and they never actually ran this ad. I don't have definitive proof that they did. Again, most likely they really did. I can't imagine anyone doing that. And at the end of the ad, it shows their logo, like officially, as an ad would end. Someone could make that, though. Obviously, that's how an ad gets made to begin with. Someone makes it. So I'm just being extra safe with the disclaimers in this video, guys. This Redditor gives us some more context on Nepsta, the main reactor. I'm saying main because they have him in the largest videos you can tell, the dude with the white shirt. It says, for anyone wondering who Nepsta is, he's a geometry dash player. The reaction in the video was him verifying what you have to do before making your level public. The current hardest level in the game after 100,000 attempts. I'm not exaggerating. That's how many tries it took. And here's a link to the video and his reaction. Got that right here. So over 100,000 attempts. Here's what it's actually from, apparently. So let me just kind of reformat that. I'm sorry, it's kind of scuffed right now. I'm all over the place with this video. There you go. I don't need to keep playing all this stuff. I don't want to impede on this guy's video too. In my video, you get the idea. This is apparently where this originally came from. It wasn't. It wasn't from this. Wasn't from that. Wasn't him reacting to this mobile app that just came out apparently 2 months ago. When did his video come out? Let's take a look. This is from December 14th, 2019. Wow, how desperate do you have to be to promote your game that you have to take reactions from people that are reacting to other things? If they really did this, again, disclaiming it. I mean, how desperate do you have to be, though, if you actually do that? That's pathetic. If they did this, this is pathetic. Not only is it pathetic, it's so morally wrong and disgusting, deceitful, any number of things you could put in there. Really, like I said at the beginning of the video, fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. So many things could be said about this. It's truly, let's go with exceptional. Taking a look at some of the most upvoted comments in this thread. What are the people talking about? Let's take a look. Isn't this illegal? I could be wrong, but in a way, can't it be viewed as a copyright violation? Oh boy, yeah, there could be a long talk about that. But unfortunately, as this dude responds, they're probably based in China, as we found out already. We already looked into that. Yes, indeed they are. Who just lolls at copyright law. The other person cites Ubisoft, who apparently just purged Area F2, a Chinese carbon copy of Rainbow Six clone, basically, from the App Store and Google Play. The response there, Ubisoft, they have resources and the notoriety. Yeah, I mean, what are these individual creators going to do? I don't even know who they all are. Some of them aren't even around anymore. Again, I don't even want to be bringing the dude's name into this, but what is he supposed to do? They're using his likeness to promote something he probably didn't even ever know of. I'm getting a little too heated on this. I got to calm down a little bit. Here's something interesting. It says, attorney here, not just for cats, making fun of his name. His name is attorney for cats. He says, I don't practice copyright, so I won't speak to that, other than to say it's possible that this falls within fair use. I'm not a lawyer, but I've had to deal with fair use a whole heck of a lot. And I certainly don't think this is fair use in my humble opinion. But let's let the man speak. He brings up something very interesting here, a whole other potential cause of action. He says, I don't practice copyright, so I won't speak to that other than that it's possible to say that this falls within fair use. The claim I would look at is invasion of privacy, specifically the unauthorized appropriation of one's name or likeness. In my jurisdiction, this claim has 4 elements. Defendants use plaintiff's name, likeness, or identity. Check. Again, he's saying in his jurisdiction. This is, a complicated situation we have here, but let's just indulge and read this. The use of the plaintiff's name, likeness, check. I mean, not the name, the likeness I'm checking. Or identity was for defendant's own purpose or benefit, commercially or other words. Check. Promoting a game, promoting their product and their company, their business. Plaintiff suffered damages. So that is interesting. What would the damages be specifically on this? You could argue some sort of reputational damages. They're using your likeness when they shouldn't have, and it's making an implication that you support something and you really enjoyed it when you don't. Of course, you still have to argue, what are the damages exactly? What's the monetary figure? Or you could take another angle, I would assume, and have some sort of emotional damages. something along the lines of, this was me in a vulnerable state, and they ripped that, put it on something that changes the context and runs that as an ad. How many people saw that ad? Thousands? Tens of thousands? Hundreds of thousands? Millions of people? How many people saw that ad and now think something about me that's not the case? That's affecting me negatively on an emotional level. You could argue that sort of thing. Now, this guy also brings up another interesting potential area of damages, which I was also going to mention. It's just a little, this part's a little complicated. So he says, damages can include missed opportunities such as the opportunity to license one's likeness for commercial use. So this is why that's complicated. Is the attorney here talking about commercial use with the same company? With, what was this company's name? Neocraft? You could argue that, I suppose, if they wanted to, use me in an ad, then they should have emailed me a business email and paid me money, and we could have done this properly through a contract. They didn't do that, so we missed that contract. However, you could even, I think, make it a more macro, more broad scale and say that because it looks like I'm now endorsing this mobile app, this ad ran with me seemingly endorsing this mobile app, other mobile apps won't want to work with me now because they think it's a conflict of interest or something like that. So there are a lot of interesting ways I think an attorney could tackle this. Of course, this discussion hinges right now on American law, not really copyright law, invasion of privacy and stuff over in China. So that's, again, where it gets complicated and expensive. Just some hypothetical stuff. It's interesting. Going to start wrapping this one up here. A lot of the rest of the comments are just grilling this company, and while that's entertaining to take a look at, I don't want to drag this video on. You get the idea, so we'll wrap it up here. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comments. Please consider hitting the thumbs up button on this video if you would. It's a little out of the scope of the news I normally cover, kind of. I mean, it's still technically, I guess, an anime-style game. I don't know. Hopefully this video does well enough. This is a very disgusting thing, potentially, that we have here. Shout out to the kind people who promoted the last video, the Sailor Moon video. By the way, I don't know when this video is coming out yet. I might release it today, which is Thursday. I might have it be the morning segment for Friday, though. It depends on what else is going on today. Thursday, I suppose. So, yeah. Anyways, that aside, shouts out to Ryan J, Pot on the Brain, Lord J, Phantom R, Intimidator0108, Hagen M, Charza K, Fidel M, The Dinosaur King, Ezreal, Gothic Sushi, A, Deshaun M, The Ice Cream is Just an Illusion, KJC, Kitty, Baku Girl, Shogun, DX, DKJ, Ambi-Pass Studio, Production, We All Live in the Matrix, and Coden Midoriya X. Thank you all, though, for viewing. Much appreciated, and I'll catch you next time.